Welcome. I'm Amy, an intuitive spiritual teacher, peace minister, healer, law of attraction coach, pet psychic, true love guru, and your biggest cheerleader. Serving the whole world from my headquarters in Texas, I'm here to guide and empower you through this great awakening in truth and consciousness. Join my private membership association today at awakenedalliance.org, where you can purchase an emergency, video, or remote reading. Join my Daily Boost subscription for extra energetic support. Ask a question on my Ask Amy Q&A, including True Love Spreads. Talk with other like-minded people in my forum, or even sign up for personal mentoring. Always check beneath my videos for my latest links and timestamps, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Have a beautiful day. Hey guys, welcome to my weekly Ask Amy Q&A. To participate in these each week, basically you become a member of my Awakened Alliance private membership association by going to awakenedalliance.org. Once you're inside, then you go to the services tab, the services page, and then you click on Ask Amy Q&A. And then you're prompted to fill out a little form, a little text box where you can ask your question. Some people decide to order, 2, 3, or 4 questions, and you can do that, and you should have enough space to type out your questions in the box. So yeah, I have a new thing this week that's going to be really kind of fun. I have all these different little felt creatures. I have like sea creatures, farm animals, jungle animals, and then today is going to be like nature and outdoors. So a bunch of insects and stuff like that. So you can either, I'm doing it for the visual effect and to help with time stamping to make that easier. So also though, this could be one of your spirit animals or a little insect that's helping you right now. So whatever insect you get, it would be a good idea for you to look it up and find out the symbolism about it, because there's a reason that you're going to get that particular animal or insect or whatever it is. And I may not even know what it is. Some of the stuff I'm just like, what is that? But you can figure it out, or you could comment underneath the video and ask me, like, what was that? I was, timestamp such and such. And for those of you who haven't gotten readings for a while, or these types that haven't participated in this, for your privacy, I now use your order number and I put the timestamps underneath the video. So then nobody knows who you are. You may tell me your divine masculine's name, but I won't use it. So yeah, it makes it nice and easy and private. And for those of you who used to get quick relationship spreads and twin flame check-ins, I still do those in these Q&As. All you have to do is ask your question would be, can you please do a true love reading or a true love spread for my divine masculine? And then just let me know his name so that I can know, in case you have several suitors, just let me know which in particular, which one to tune into. And that's it, just super easy. So I'm going to go ahead and begin with order 5094. So 5094, we're going to select creature for you, which happens to be a little spider. So perfect for Halloween time, right? Okay, so hi Amy, today is my 45th birthday. Happy birthday, yay! May I get a light language blessing for my personal new year? Absolutely. I'm so excited to celebrate my special day. Yay. My intentions for this year are, number 1, personal success with my art, visibility, and abundance. And number 2, to manifest my true love counterpart for marriage and partnership in this physical dimension. Not in the 5D. For crying out loud, I've been married there like a million times. Asking for blessings to carry these intentions with grace and ease into this new year of my life. Thank you so much. All right. So, yay. Happy birthday, girl. I'm going to get some additional cards for you as well. So we'll get some messages from Spirit as maybe some advice. And I want to get a Mary Magdalene card for you as well. Okay. Well, let's do that first, and then I'll do the blessing that would cover all of it. That would help cover even what we've talked about here. So, Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene. Okay, there's one card that's stuck on the bottom. Okay. So, what is your message for her? For her birthday? Ooh, the secret. Ooh. Wonder what that's about. Whoops, your little spider started to take a little hike. Okay. Booklet. The secret. It's right after sacred sexuality. Just FYI. Someone will soon confide in you, and the information they divulge may shock or disturb you. You may feel torn between the loyalties you have for two people, and this creates a dilemma for you. What is the right thing to do? Should you divulge the information or stay silent? In your heart, you will know. Ultimately, you must be true to yourself, for only in doing so can you be true to others. Revealing the truth will definitely cause upheaval, but eventually, as things settle down, your honesty and courage will be appreciated. So don't dwell on feelings of guilt. Express what's in your heart, for a hidden blessing is in store for all. As a result of the coming events, both you and others will feel a sense of relief. There are positive results for all concerned. However, this can only be actualized through your courage and love. So I just wonder if this is going to be in the love department. I wonder if you're going to have a choice between two people, and it could be a tough choice to make. Yeah, I just felt a yes. So, I mean, it's better than no choices, I guess. And nobody wants to really be in that position either, though. But, it's not your fault you're having to be in that position. Okay, so what else do you want to say on her birthday today? What else do you want to recommend or to say to her on her birthday today, please? What else do you want to say on her birthday today? I hope you're doing something special today. Okay. No one else can make you feel or do anything. You either buy into their story or you don't. If their story makes you feel bad, just choose a better story and take your power back. If you let a bully have its way, the bully's wounds get even bigger. Pray instead for you to have the strength to stand up and for the bully to heal. Who's bullying you, girl? I think it's time to make that move. What are you waiting for? Just do it. I felt like that had to do with some kind of an investment in your business. Wow, you need to remove that toxic person, group, or situation from your life if you want things to change. So maybe this little leap of faith has to do with getting out of the grips of whoever this bully is. You are seeing things clearly and are about to make the right decision. Go for it. Well, good. Good. Okay, so with these intentions in mind, Spirit, can we please do a blessing to help her at this time for this year? They said, of course. They're so excited. Of course. She is going to grow like monumentally this next year. I feel like you have been doing some pruning, and I feel like what you're about to do is just some final prunes before the whole thing starts unrolling for you in a very positive, empowering way. Hama shishina tataike. Hala atam pum pum ha nai. Chan che che la ha san se. Ela kim puhu ma ana chen che. Ha la o ho o pom pom ke ina. Ha la san se she la ke in san. Chi pum ho ho ma an. Tyla san se she la ke pim pum ha ma ana. So now I just want to feel into, I feel like you might be going camping or something, or like spending some time outdoors. I feel like you're going to do some alone time and some reflecting time, just listening to birds. I feel like you're going to sleep there. So it might be just overnight or it might be for a few days, but I feel like some kind of a getaway. And I do feel like you're going to be totally alone. And I just got that it was much needed. So maybe if you haven't thought of doing this, maybe this is an idea you want to contemplate because I feel like it would be very, very good for you. They're also saying something about lemon, like having more organic lemon in what you're drinking. Anything else? What goes around comes around. The things that you feel like have not been going in your favor, I feel like are about to take a turn and go on the upside, on the upswing. So in all areas, yes, in all areas. Now, the things that are going good, will they be affected? No, they're going to stabilize. They're going to continue and maintain. Is there anything that's going to go wrong this year that she should know about? Yes. Well, whoever you say no to is going to be pretty hurt. So that's not going to be easy for you to handle, but just really, make the right decision in your heart, what you feel like the absolute right thing to do is, and go with that person who will treat you right, who will be kind to you above anything. And in time, it will feel better. Yeah, you just lick your wounds and, just stick to your decision, stick to that right person for you. And you'll be glad you did. Anything else? They're also encouraging you to meditate more and to see things from your higher self's perspective, which means to quiet your voice, to quiet your internal mental blah, 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 blah chatter, and to, they said, derive your inspiration from the quiet, which you already do, but they need a little bit more, you get these creatively inspired ideas and you run with it, and that's perfect. That's awesome. But there are some bigger, more expansive ideas that I feel like you could tune into if you really pull back from the situation and see from like a bigger picture. So I feel like your meditation time could bring in some of these bigger insights, the bigger picture insights of where this is all going. So you tend to concentrate on, oh, that's a great idea, I'm going to go do that. Oh, that's a great idea, I'm going to go do that. But they're wanting to be like, there's a big thing going on here that we're leading you to, that we're taking you through. And we want to give you like a theme or an idea of where it's all going within that. So even doing a divine guidance council meeting would probably be super helpful. So just look up my name and put in divine guidance council and it should come up. Okay. That is so weird. So they want me to, this is just so bizarre. They want, for when you go to make this choice between these two guys, they want me to pick a card, a talk to me card. They want me to give you a talk to me card per guy. So I want you to label in your mind who is the first guy and who is the second guy. And depending on what they say to you in these cards, it's going to help you to make your decision. So who is your number one person? And then who is your number two person? Okay, so I want to pick a card for the number one person, a card for the number one person and what they would like to say to her right now. Number one person, what would they like to say to her right now? Okay. I'm going to read the back of the card as well. Okay, so I know I've been relentless. I can understand why you'd want to get away from me. Simply put, this card allows you to get out of your own way. The receiver will now find himself in the slightly uncomfortable predicament of having to ready response for such unabashed non-defensiveness. Somewhere between awkwardness and gratitude, you can both now find your way. Okay. And number 2, you are not being crazy. I can see why you'd be upset with me. And on the back, it says, when we're feeling defensive, it's not exactly our conscious intention, but we tend to give our partners the message that they are indeed crazy for feeling as they do. However, your own need to see them as out of touch may be coming from a completely in reality place in itself. It's good to acknowledge this. Okay. So I hope that helps. This. Okay, anything else, Spirit, about her upcoming year? You're going to break away from something and go forward independently and do your own thing however you want it. So however anybody has control over you and they're trying to dictate how things should go, you're going to break away from that and create balance in that situation. You're going to do a lot of healing and have a lot of joy this year. Things are going to be balancing out, and you are going to be spiritually guided, divinely guided, and you will feel like kind of like life is on your side. And the burden is going to be dropped when it comes to somebody finally expressing their love for you and their admiration for you. And they're going to take some some action out of integrity. So somebody's going to basically step up to the plate. They're going to see an opportunity. I feel like they're watching you closely, and they're going to see an opportunity and they're going to jump on it. Okay. Happy birthday again. Giving you a big hug. Okay. This next is 5106. 5106. I'm not going to look. Oh, 5106 is mosquito. A mosquito. How interesting is that? But they can be tricky and clever, can't they? So 5106, a mosquito. Okay. Hi, Amy. I'd like a true love spread on my DM, please. Last we spoke, he was being childish and in an open relationship. I told him I can't be distracted by his nonsense. Okay, so before we get to your next question, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So true love spread on her masculine toward her, please. What is he thinking and feeling and going through when it comes to her, please? What's he thinking and feeling when it comes to her, please? What's he thinking and feeling about her right now, please? Well, he thinks you're everything he's ever wanted in someone. He got the Empress right in his headspace. So he definitely knows you're his dream come true. And in his heart, he knows he's going very, very slowly, but he also is needing to go through some healing right now. He puts you up on a pedestal, and he feels like, in a way, like you're better than him. And he's trying to rectify that because it really burdens him. I get prudish even, like you're a good person. You're just a good person. He doesn't have like the same morals. He's more about like impressing and accolades and ego, but he's healing that. It's really burdening him to hide from you. And part of his behavior has to do with insecurities and him feeling burdened about this healing that he's going through. But he is balancing out. I keep seeing he's balancing out and healing it all. He does want a passionate new start with you, and he knows that he needs to. Maybe he's even going to take a road trip or take some kind of a trip to cause balance to happen. So if you hear about him going on a trip, it's to to really get some clarity so that he can go forward in integrity. So this guy he's really wanting to show up like you want him to, and he's making some major decisions in his life. He's planning on making some major decisions that are based on giving back to you in a passionate and vulnerable way, and to heal things and get things back to where you guys feel like you're kids again in a way. He may even be thinking of having kids with you. He could also be breaking up with a karmic. He could be breaking away from somebody so that he can come heal things with you. Yeah, the other person has become like excess baggage to him. And he knows it's like he knows he can only take 2 suitcases on this new adventure, and he's got to throw one of them out. And he wants to keep his true love, which is you. He has a lot of regret about some of the things he's said and done. He knows that other situation kind of causes a bunch of drama, a bunch of, like you said, like nonsense. Like he sees the nonsensicalness of it. The way that you put it makes a lot of sense. Something that you've said to him makes a lot of sense. And it's gotten to him. Something about feel like getting some talk to me cards. Huh, that's funny. You got one of the cards that the other person just got. I know I've been relentless. I can understand why you'd want to get away from me. You are precious and you deserve to be treated that way. Well, there you go. And he knows that that's not treating you precious to be one of multiple people he's having sex with. That pretty much makes you worth, I don't know, a blow-up doll, whatever that's worth, however much those cost. So let's look at some divine masculine cards as well. I'm about to reach out, but I'm so nervous I can hardly stand it. I have so much to explain and apologize for. Just give me a moment to get ready so I don't mess it up. I don't care what other people think. We're perfect for each other. That's all that matters. So maybe he's trying to impress some friends or something, and that's why he's wanting to, do the open relationship. Will you marry me? I'm serious. I don't think he believes in what he's saying he believes in. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I know this must bother you, but I plan to include you in my life and take this to the next level as soon as I can. Please just trust me and give me some more time. I feel like I'm going through a major test of faith right now, and I'm trying to stay positive, but it's hard. It just feels like life is against me sometimes. But I know I'll make it across that finish line, hold you in my arms when I pass this test. Please just know that there's nothing I don't love about you or your life. Okay. I'm sorry. I really am. I hope you can forgive me. I feel so bad. I feel like such a coward. I'm so discouraged about my people pleasing. Yeah, there's somebody that is just like, you're a fool if you just commit to one person. And so he's trying to impress them, or trying to impress a crowd of people who think that, or something. It's like, and he's realizing that that's really stupid. So that's great. It looks like he's going to be doing some growing up soon. I'm going to look now at some love oracle cards. The butterfly relationship evolving and on to the next phase. Wow, I just said that. Healing the inner child and growth. Wow. Wedding rings. Are you kidding me? Union, wedding, marriage, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. What? That boy's full of it. Heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving and mourning. He's just not the same without you. He wants you back in his life. Girl with a snake, empath and narcissist paradigm. Being charmed or used enable boundaries. So I feel like that's what he's got going on with that karmic person he knows he's got to get rid of. Not enough. Frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, and ego issues. So, and jealousy. I feel like he's afraid you might start dating somebody else. But those other issues were with that karmic. So, all right. He's going to make some headway and come your direction. So, sounds very promising. What was your other question? Does he love this other girl, or is he just using her? He's people pleasing her. I don't feel like he's using her. Does he enjoy the sex very much? No, he doesn't. Is she letting him have sex with multiple people? I actually get a no. Is he just saying that he has an open relationship? Yes. Is he lying about having an open relationship? Yes. I don't know why he would do that. Oh, maybe that in itself is trying to people please you. Like somehow you would be impressed by that, but it like backfired on him. Has he been having sex with multiple people? No. What on earth? How does he feel? Because she also says, let's see. He seems to make an effort and spend more time with her and even brought her around his family and friends more than he did when he was with me. At least that's my impression. Yet he keeps coming back to me. Well, that says everything right there. All right. So what's going on with him bringing her around a lot? I feel like he's just kind of showing her off in a way and trying to get people off of his back about like finding the right person for him and whatnot. Like people are like, when are you going to settle down? When are you going to do this or that? So he's just like throwing them a bone in a way. And he's trying to look like he's doing something while he's actually like kind of what do you call it? She's like a space saver. Like I always say, they're like your boot camp, right? Karmics are like their boot camp. They go away to this boot camp and they get beat up really bad and they learn communication skills and they lose money so that they start believing in themselves more and they learn how to recreate themselves and all this stuff that happens in boot camp. So it's kind of like he's actually, if he's using her, it's his higher self using her to evolve and to grow and whatnot. So it's like he's got a place saver saying, here's someone in my life. You guys can all talk about her and her involvement with me. And it can be like this distraction in a way. She can be this distraction you guys are all focused on right now, wondering if I'll marry her, wondering if this is going to go on, when actually this is the one I'm going to bring in any second, surprise you guys with, and maybe even marry. So I don't even think that the people that he's bringing her around even really like her all that much. So it's not like she's even making him look good, honestly. I just looked to see, like I went in their relationship kind of, I mean, I can go and kind of look at an intimate moment of theirs. I mean, whether they're making love or they're waking up first thing in the morning or whatever. And I can get a general feel of like how he looks at her or how he sees her. I think he's just really annoyed. I just feel like he looks over at her a lot like, what the hell? Why did she do that? Why does she always say that? Why is she such a jerk? Why doesn't she care about people? Is she really that cold? Like he's scratches his head a lot. And he just kind of is just like, what am I doing here? I feel like she can be kind of quirky and funny, but it's not like the same purity as there is with you and your humor. I feel like her humor is like a tactic like a way to divert attention or something. Like when she gets uncomfortable, she says something funny and she acts kind of funny, like, aren't I still cute though? Even though I'm an asshole, aren't I still cute? Like, and he's starting to go, you know what? You're not actually that funny and you're not actually that cute. Even though I used to think that that was kind of funny when you would do that. Now I'm more seeing the part about you being a jerk. And I'm seeing that the humor is kind of like covering up the jerk part. And so it's kind of making the funny part not very funny. So I feel like he's kind of getting sick of her. But it's better to have the space saver there so people aren't pushing him and pushing him while he's kind of like in the background daydreaming about you and planning on having you come forward into his life. Okay. So 5107, and let's see what you get. 5107. Well, this feels like a big one. A tree. Oh, you got a whole tree here. Whoa. So 5107. Amy, could you please do a med bed treatment on my son if his higher self allows? And it's really important. It's tough. It's kind of a crapshoot. Like I can't work on somebody else without their permission. So please try to get their permission from them before I can work on them. If not, though, I can ask their higher self to see. But if their higher self says no, I can't work on them, then I can't do that. So he's having an issue with his heart where it will start racing and he'll get lighthearted or lightheaded and he feels like he's going to pass out. He also feels pain in his heart. This has been going on for a few years, but it's been getting worse. Could you feel into what could be causing this? I just saw like thinned blood. I don't know what that means. Maybe could that be anemia or like a lack of iron, I guess. It just looks like diluted blood. It looks like his blood should be like a darker color and it's like like if you take juice, it like should look the color of that juice, but his looks like he's got like 50% juice, 50% water, if that makes sense. So I don't know what that translates to, you know what I mean? I just see I see images and I get an idea of concepts, but I'm not a doctor and I haven't, looked at, medical books and stuff like that, but let's see what else I can get. Will he let me work on him? Is it okay that I work on him? Yes. Okay. I would like to know his age and I don't have that here, but I think it'd be interesting to know how old he is. Okay, so his heart needs a little bit of help underneath it. There's like some black stuff, which is negativity. So I'm going to actually, should we replace the heart? Yeah, they're saying that. So I work with the Arcturians when we go to do surgeries, these medbed treatments. And they are saying that it has enough black in it. I mean, it's not completely all black or damaged really too bad. It just looks like they are recommending though that enough of it has been damaged that they're wanting to put a new heart in energetically anyway. So let's do that. Oh, interesting. Whoa. There's a past life issue there. As I'm pulling the heart out, there's like a cord attached that's in the body. So I'll have to have to take the cord out too. And I'm asking Archangel Michael to cut that cord. Okay, there we go. Properly exposing of it. I feel like he was a woman in a past life and had a stillbirth that still affects him. And he's still dealing with the heartbreak of that, of the heartache of that. Hala sensei shin tataike. Hehe impoho ma ana ai Titesa and say, oh, it's like a part of him died when he found that baby, when that baby was stillborn. So he needs to do something to help heal his inner child. I feel like even coloring in a coloring book, playing, getting a kitten or something that he could watch kind of grow and stumble and play and be silly and things like that. Anything that would make him laugh. They just said laugh therapy would be good for him. He could take like an improv class, or he can actually like laugh for 5 minutes every day before bed or something like that. Also, I feel like he's being called to something out in nature also, like going to a camp for a week, or I just feel like getting out with, it might even be with other people in a cabin and doing activities and things like that. It just feels like he needs to get away from everything, and he needs to do things that nurture his heart and nurture that are creative processes, creative things, even music and things like that. Now, healing happens on all kinds of levels, but usually if there's a physical thing that needs healing, there's some kind of an emotional thing that needs healing at the base of it. So that's why all of this emotional stuff is coming up, that he needs healing, or that so I know you're probably like, well, how's that going to help his heart get better and help him get stronger or whatever, to go out in the woods and have fun and be creative and play music and draw things and do art and but it will because he'll be healing that part of him that created that problem in the first place. His heart has been replaced, so he just needs to not go back into the old him. So sometimes we remember a certain pain or an ailment or a dis-ease or whatever, and we recreate it by thinking we keep having it. Like I was told that I had Epstein-Barr years ago, and it stuck with me for a little while. Oh, I remember now, I have Epstein-Barr, so that means I have to this, that, and the other thing or whatever. And then after a while, I forgot that I had it. And when I would remember, I'm like, I'm not going to attach to that anymore. I'm not going to make that a part of my identity. So I let it go, so that my body had then a chance to regenerate and grow new cells back and kick the disease out if it wanted to. Why not? We create ourselves all the time. We recreate ourselves all the time, in all different ways. So I feel like, he needs to forget that he has this problem in a way. And he can only do that by being very present in the moment and getting involved in these types of activities. So I do feel that his heart will improve with time. And I do feel, is there anything physical he needs to take? Something that like a supplement or something like that? Is it iodine? Am I seeing iodine? Yeah, I feel like natural. They just said natural iodine though. I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know what natural things would have iodine in it, but it kind of feels like the more natural way to get the iodine is the better way for him. Iron. Does he need iron? Yes. And when I said iron, I felt like handcuffs. So I feel like there's another past life that needs healing. So maybe you can find a good like past life regressionist or something like that could help him kind of sort through some of these things, and especially addressing the loss of the baby and another one where he was in handcuffs. Shishina Taipei. I mean, he could do a remote session with me, I guess. And we could go through those past lives as well. It's just almost feel like he should get in a hypnotic type state and do like, a full-blown hour and a half to 2 hour. I just feel it would be very beneficial and nurturing for him to do like a proper session with a real past life regressionist. So, and if any of you who are a practitioner like that, you can go ahead and comment below. Just put in 5107, reference order number 5107, say 5107. I am a past life regressionist. I would be happy to help your son, something like that. For that matter, I think that's a great idea. If any of you have a comment to make that speaks to somebody in any of these, like we've had some where somebody's spending for themselves, like an elderly person spending for themselves, having to take care of their property by themselves and all kinds of things, and they feel really lonely. If you guys want to speak to that order number underneath in the comments of the video and say, I live in your area and I would love to be friends with you, or I'd love to come help you on your farm or whatever, then you could say, whatever the order number is, and then dash, and then give your message to that person so that, that'd be a great way to connect, right? Okay, so number 2, could you give me a true love spread on my divine masculine? Okay, hang on. I just want to make sure that I just clear out what's happened with your son so far and get him to a better place. What are you doing, honey? Meow. That's what you're doing? Want to come in here? Okay, he looks good. He looks better. Okay. Now, these things that remember that the things that I'm predicting that like he's all better and he gets better and are all dependent on you following the instructions I gave you. So anybody who, hears me saying, oh, the end result is this, the end result is only going to be that if you do that part that I said to do. So you're not going to get this part if that doesn't happen. Okay. All right. So number 2, could you please do a true love spread on my DM? Thank you so much. All right. I would be happy to. All right. So what is he thinking and feeling about her right now, please? What's he thinking and feeling about her right now, please? What's he thinking and feeling about her right now? Oh, okay. They're telling me to use this other deck. It is the Everyday Witch Tarot, and it's the mini deck. I enjoy using mini decks. I think they're so much easier. That's why my ghoster deck is like smaller, because it's also so much easier to shuffle that way. It's not as small as these, but it's still like easier. All right, so what's he thinking and feeling about her right now? But yeah, these are really shuffling nicely, so it's like it's a definite yes to these cards for whatever reason. All right, what's he really thinking and feeling about her, please? Ooh, the Star. He's thinking you guys have a bright future together, and he's thinking that I feel like him feeling a lot of optimism, like I can make this happen. I can do this. Wow. Ace of Pentacles in his heart. Like he's thinking a miracle can happen. He's thinking to give you some kind of significant offer. I feel him feeling a little bit Riley is the word that comes to mind, like a little frisky and a little like really feeling himself. King of Wands. Look at him. He's making a plan and he's telling his cat all about it. He's like, look, I'm going to go here and I'm going to travel there. And then I'm going to take her here and we're going to go do that. And he's looking at you being like, and you're just like, oh, I would love to do all these wonderful things. And he's like, yeah, bring your magic, girl. Like you're my star. So it's like, I feel like he's just making some plans behind the scenes. Ooh. Wow. Okay. So one of those plans is to get rid of the demon woman in his life. Look at that. She's trouble, man. She's like the dragon woman. So he's like, maybe he's got to get rid of somebody in his life. And he's strategizing as to how he's going to get around all those wands and bust through there, right? So that's part of his strategizing. You're the part where everything has blown over and everything's okay. He definitely feels like, boy, the last couple spreads I've done, it's so crazy. These divine masculines have the 6 of Wands in there. The last one did too, and I didn't show you guys, but he had that 6 of Wands in his head too. So they're feeling like they're going to celebrate when they get to be with you. He's gonna be celebrating you. And this has a feel of a celebrity going down the red carpet, right? I mean, she stops and poses like this. And she's like, oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, this is wonderful. So it's like that's how he views you, or that's how he sees feeling as he's walking around with you, being seen with you, kind of thing. Wow, King of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles in his heart. Holy cow. Look, this pentacle is so big that that kid can barely carry it. It's like too much for that kid, but it's perfect for this man, you know? So I feel like he's doing a lot of maturing and he's able to handle the offer now, making that offer. And he's got a cake in his hand instead of the coin. So as the man, he knows the right thing to offer you. Like maybe food is at the center of your heart rather than money. Maybe before he was like thinking material things. I'll get her a nice necklace, or I'll get her a Gucci bag, or something like that. Now he's like, no, no, no. I'll get her a chocolate cake. I know her now. So maybe he's kind of been studying you in a way. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. So you guys, he knows you're a perfect match. Like you guys are meant to be together. He feels like you guys are both sophisticated and you understand certain things. You have a certain level of maturity when it comes to even like traveling the world and doing things like that. So he knows you're his perfect match, and he's gonna go explore the world with you and explore have these adventures with you. And the Knight of Pentacles with that Queen of Wands, I think he's going to go ahead and offer the karmic, the coin. Here, you can have this. We don't want this anymore. You can take it. I got the cake. So he's going to give her some kind of a parting gift. I feel like some kind of a parting gift to make her go away, so that the dragon doesn't roast him, like burn him. This is funny. So the page, what is that? The Page of Pentacles, it looks like. So he's just still strategizing on which direction to go and how best to get around all the ones that are going to be coming at him as he makes these decisions. So, just let him figure it out. He's meditating and talking to the angels about, dealing with the regret and walking away from all the negativity so that he can find centeredness within him. And I think he's meditating or doing yoga or something where he's bringing more peace into his heart, more presence, so he can get himself ready for you. Yeah, he's going through major transformation and changing his perspective on all kinds of things in his life right now so that he can get unstuck and come to you. He's finally starting to see things for how they really are, and he's celebrating that, and he wants to heal that with you. He's seeing that he's actually the big cat, and so maybe he's wanting to get you pregnant too. But yeah, by night and day, he wants you by his side night and day also. So, and for you to see his magic. And then I see the Judgment card, but it looks like the Fool card, doesn't it? So he wants to make a judgment call to be like the Pied Piper and attract all that is good into his life. Feeling more optimistic about things. So very interesting. I'm glad we used that deck. That was perfect. Okay, so what else would he want to say right now? Your healing is also causing me to heal. I can feel huge shifts within me. Please keep working on yourself to help expedite my healing. Keep focusing on you because it's working. Perfect. Some of my friends or family don't approve of you. So that could be part of what he's got to navigate through, fighting all those wands coming at him. But he doesn't care. People have to support what makes him happy or they're out of his life, is what he's saying. Don't underestimate the power of our love. Expect a miracle. Wow. I know you're my true love. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I also know once I reach out, the ball is going to start rolling. So I just want to make sure I'm good and ready, right? He's just getting it all lined up. It's amazing. Yeah, he's felt like such a coward, and he's gonna make it up to you. There's somebody watching him closely. It could actually, if it's not a karmic person, it could be a stalker. Could be somebody he has to strategize how to get around the stalker. Or it could be both. Maybe she watches him really closely. Yeah, he's doing a cleanup job on his life right now in order to make room for you in it. You've done nothing wrong. He's just trying to figure things out. That's perfect. Awesome. Okay. 5109, and let's remove the tree. 5109. What does 5109 get, please? Yeah. Oh, a beehive. A beehive. That's interesting. So 5109. Amy, could I please have a true love spread for my divine masculine? Much love. Thank you. Now, again, she put her masculine's name, so I know who he is, but I'm just not saying it. Okay. What's he really thinking and feeling about her now, please? What's he really feeling and thinking about her now? And just so you guys know, I did just put out a divine masculine report for October. If you haven't seen that yet, you might get something from that. He's wanting to work with you. He feels like you'll make him look good. That's funny. He feels like you'll make him look good. He wants to cooperate with you because you really do come from a really mature standpoint. I feel like you would offer him a lot if he were to work with you. He wants things to go forward very quickly. He wants lots of communication and texting and things like that. I feel like he could even be quickly going away from traditional ways of seeing things, old systems that don't work anymore, letting them crumble. There's something having to do. I feel like there's the military message I just put out would be something either he would want to see or would share it with a friend or something. He's trying to get up the courage to get over the betrayal, the way that he's betrayed you and the heartbreak he's caused you. And he wants to reach out to you in such a way that like reestablishes trust and faith in your partnership. He definitely wants to reveal some secrets, and he wants to do so in such a way that builds rapport and trust between you guys. So he wants to keep he wants to just keep building on what you guys have, and wants to be really careful that it all remains intact, and that he is tactful about the way that he presents himself. I also feel like he does want commitment with you. There may have been a mistress in his life at some point that had a child, or even pretended it was his child. So it may have been a sticky situation that he had to figure out. Something having to do with maybe even a buddy in the military, maybe even the same buddy in the military, hiding a secret about having a kid. This is weird. But he wants a new start with you, a whole new life to open up for you guys and go to the next level. He's tired, really tired of just thinking about you all the time and wanting you in his life. And he wants to just have you there and to make love to you and have a brand new start, make a baby even, and heal everybody in this situation with a big fat apology right there. He's got tons of regret, and he's tired of living in that regret. He wants to overcome that regret, and no matter how silly he feels or immature he feels, he wants to come forward and let that burden down so he could express his love to you and validate you, and that you're not crazy for feeling the way you do about him, because he feels the same way. So he wants you to know that, and he wants you to know that he is healing Not that anybody ever comes forward and says I'm completely healed, but like he's been actively working on healing the issues that have gotten between you guys. When it comes to special occasions, I'm like a deer in headlights. I'm afraid to get involved and do something to screw us up and go down that rabbit hole. So until I'm ready. So it's like he's been afraid to make a major mistake. So that's one of the things that's kind of held him back, is kind of being in his head too much about the whole thing. I honestly think somebody's done black magic on me or something. Okay, so let me do a blessing for him. Yep, his higher self is asking me to help. Hala met mai na I change like intatais. Sanse e la shushinke umpumpuma ana I. Hala pehe ependa shenke ila insanse. Okay. Can you please send me messages on social media so I know you're still thinking of me? I'm going through somewhat of a hard time and I need some reassurance. Some of my friends and family don't approve of you, but I don't care. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I know this must bother you, but I plan to include you in my life and take this to the next level as soon as I can. If I was just intimate and I ran away, it was only because it was so awesome and I felt undeserving. And that could have been like back when that was happening. I have some overbearing, controlling people in my life I'm afraid will try to control you. So I'm trying to work on like good boundaries. So it just feels like he has some more work to do on himself before he feels confident with you. When you won't communicate with me, I feel like I'm nothing to you. He just hopes that you don't feel that way. He just said you're everything to me. It's the opposite. There may have been, it may also have reversed sometimes where you were ignoring him or blocking him. And I feel like he got a taste of his own medicine. He was like, yeah, now I feel like I don't mean anything to her. So, ouch. Maybe that's the way that he betrayed you. You have no idea how much I regret the direction I took this in. I am really sorry. Wow. Now he's just got to get himself out of the mess, it looks like. It's hard admitting. I might be wrong. Wow. So his ego's been getting in the way of him making that apology he knows that he needs to make things right, but he is going to do it. He's going to do it no matter what. He wants to get on the other side of this, and it's really been a burden on him. I also feel like pulling a Mary Magdalene card for you guys. Decision. You have an important decision to make at present, and the decision you make now will affect many around you for a long time to come. Be sure you know what you really want before you act. Take a few deep breaths, take time out to clear your mind, and you will know. We're all part of one creation, energetically interconnected, and therefore, what affects one also affects the whole. Everything you say and do, and everything you fail to say or do, has a flow on effect. A positive effect can only be achieved by being true to yourself. So that's what he's making a decision, and he's deciding to be true to himself finally. The right decision, that's so crazy, because the Divine Masculine report that I was encouraging you guys to watch is all about making the right decision. The right decision is the one that sits comfortably inside your heart, not your head. Don't make your decision based on guilt or what you think you should do. Be true to you, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. That's so true. Everything falls into place when you do what's truly best for you. All right. Okay, next is 5110. 5110 is, let's see what 5110 gets. What does 5110 get? Interesting. A windmill. a windmill. So you might want to look up the symbolism of a windmill. Okay, 5110. No question. Just wanted to tell you how much I appreciate you. Many blessings for you. Oh, thank you so much. I love when you guys do that. You guys are so sweet. Okay, so I'm going to send you a blessing anyway, and I'll give you a little spirit message. You are so sweet. Hala ikena ponchinchela ehens aike pima amaana ai. Hala sanse shikiren papahoma an. I feel like some things are going to be blossoming for you. I felt like some wildflowers have been planted by you, they said by your heart, and you are about to start to like a whole field is going to break out with those wildflowers. It's going to spread like crazy. So where did those other cards go? Oh, here they are. Okay. It's like my spirit cards totally disappeared. Okay. Give anonymously to those who are in difficult places you've been before. I love doing that. You have nothing to fear but those thoughts you're entertaining. So start using your mind to create what's possible instead. The situation has just come back around, so you can choose differently and pass the test. You need to own it. Okay. Go with the new and divinely inspired rather than the comfortable but worn out. It's time to let go. We dare you to ask us to show you just how much you are loved. All right. Thank you so much. That was so sweet of you. What a nice surprise. All right. 5110. 5110. Let's see what we got here. 5110. 51. No, wait. Didn't we just do 5110? Yes, 5111. 5111 is a snail. Okay. 5111 is a snail. Isn't this fun? Okay, 5111. Okay. Hi there. How does my DM feel about the last message I sent him? I said something vulnerable, yet in a matter-of-fact way. I made peace with it. I just felt that that he should understand my side of things. Like, did he even care or feel bad? Okay, let's take a look. Oh, I feel like getting some of the talk to me cards too. Okay. All right. What did he think about that message? What did he think about that message she gave him? I definitely feel like he did this. She's right. She's totally right. I can't believe I made her feel that way. So he wants to take a risk. He wants to take a leap of faith and jump off a cliff for you. He's afraid he's going to miss out on you if he doesn't do something like that, something radical. I just felt radical. So he's trying to get up the strength to fight off any other suitors. Like he definitely also wants to stop overthinking things. And it's like he wakes up in the middle of the night just freaking out over this. I even feel him shaking, like getting the shakes over it. He wants to heal things with you and bring I just got joy to your face. Like he wants to bring laughter and joy to your life and silliness and more of a carefree feeling. Oh, he does have all kinds of regret about trying to be controlling and try to act like he's trying not to get hurt, is what I feel. Like whatever he was doing was having to do with controlling. And it also might have had to do with a sneaky way to get commitment from you or get you to think about him all the time or get obsessed with him. It was very manipulative, it feels like, and he recognizes that. And he's trying to go away from all the drama because he knows that you're a true love and you deserve like straightforward answers and straightforward communication and rapport building and trust building and things like that. So, yeah, Yeah, he's going to try to start a new adventure. He's spying on you. I feel like he recognizes that his communication is and his ideas that he shares are really kind of immature. Um, but he does love you, and he is trying to figure out a way to fight for you and give you the clarity that you deserve. And there might be people who will be disappointed if you guys come together, but again, he doesn't care. So let's take a look at some of these cards. You have no idea how much I regret the direction I took this in. I'm really sorry. Wow. Yeah, he definitely regrets it. It would mean a lot if you could just say, I'm sorry, or do or say something that shows me that you care about what happened. I feel like that's like what he wants to do for you. I would love it if we could just be quiet and hold each other. I want us to stop what we're doing to each other, both of us now, and just hold each other. So that's what he really wants. And you are precious and you deserve to be treated that way. He knows that. Okay. So the answer to your question is yes, he feels terrible about it. For some odd reason, I feel like pulling an animal that's helping him right now. So maybe you can look up the symbolism and it might tell you something about that. A fire, is that a firefly or a dragonfly? I think it might be a dragonfly. Yeah, I think it's a dragonfly. So whatever the symbolism is for a dragonfly, I feel like that represents him, or what spirit is trying to help him with those attributes. So, okay, 5112. 5112, please. Spirit 5112. Grasshopper. This has been coming up a lot lately. Okay, grasshopper. 5112. Okay. I would like a healing for my son if his higher self gives permission. He has just learned his girlfriend of over 5 years, who lives in South Korea, has probably cheated and will not even respond with an answer one way or another. I'm so worried for him. Okay. Will he allow me to feel into the situation and support him energetically in this? Yeah, he will. I just felt the grasshopper. I haven't looked up the symbolism or anything, but I feel like he's going to grow leaps and bounds from this, and he's going to jump over her. He's like going to leapfrog right over her into like some kind of abundance. Like, I feel like they just said special money. I was going to say surprise money, but I'm getting special money. Like he deserved it or deserves it, or like he's getting accolades of some sort. How much is she not happy? Something that's going to be given very, very happy and fulfilled. Did she actually cheat on him? Yes, she did. Did she do it maliciously? No. Is she regretful? Absolutely. She doesn't feel like she deserves a second chance. If he decides to give her a second chance, would she be good to him? Yeah, she would. Does she regret the person that she did this with? Absolutely. And then I saw this, like she may have been drinking when she did it. And I don't think it's as bad. I don't know how to explain it, but it's not as bad as you might be imagining if you're the son watching this. They're trying to help you get rid of some of the negativity around this event. So you can see clearly and really kind of listen when she does feel like communicating, which I do feel she will. Open mind, open heart when you do talk to her. Everything's going to work out for you perfect. It's just a matter of whether you even want her along for the ride anymore. Will he have another option if he does end up ending this relationship? Yes, he will. I feel like your son is a divine feminine. And that the gal that he's been going out with is a divine masculine. So, and it was a karmic mistake that was supposed to happen to teach her a lesson, to help her to be more faithful and loyal in the future, whether it be to your son or not. something classic, something classic karmic situation. I feel like pulling some of those black cards that I've got, or the love oracle cards. Tell me about that situation with that gal that cheated on him. Talking, interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, emailing, hoovering. What? So she's going to be talking to him. He just has to, he's got to get more out of the negativity so he can see and hear clearly. Girl with a snake, empath and narcissist paradigm. Being charmed or used, enable boundaries. So he needs to just choose whether he wants to be with somebody who's sitting there with a snake or not. She could be, yeah, she could even be. Is she a karmic or is she a true love? Is she a karmic for him or is she a true love? I feel like that's interesting. Feels like she could be a karmic. If she's a karmic, that would make him the masculine then. Is he in a true love date? Oh, if he's the masculine, then he has a feminine. So this might be a blessing in disguise. He may actually have somebody, if he hasn't met that person yet, he actually may have a real true love who would be really good to him. So he needs to keep that in mind too. Paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. So he's got this in his future, no matter who it's with. So he needs to just be using his manifestation abilities to bring forth the very best person for him. Passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, and having fun. This is what's coming in for him. And I believe that person's going to be a true love. So if there were already all kinds of red flags and he was already not the happiest in that relationship, and he felt like he might be settling with that person, I think this is an urge in the right direction to like drop that relationship and do what's best for him, and either go after that person that he really loves, despite how uncomfortable it might feel, or to just make himself available to something new coming in and really focusing on his vibration so he can be in a high vibration and attract a really good partner. Okay. Okay. So 5114. And then we have one more. Okay, 5114, please. 5114. 51, oops, not that. 5114. No, I'm thinking that this has got to be like that's got to be a firefly or lightning. No, that's a beetle. That's a beetle, right? I think that's a beetle. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. It's either a firefly. Oh, wait, is it upside down? Oh, it was upside down. It's an ant, I think. It's an ant because it looks like it's carrying something like a bowl full of berries, like a leaf full of berries. I think that might be an ant. Like I said, some of them I'm just like, what is that? They didn't do a very good job of making it obvious, that's for sure. Okay. Okay, so 5114. Hi, Amy. So grateful for you. I can't thank you enough for the amazing work you do. Thank you so much. Okay, so my first question, could you please do a true love check-in for my mom's masculine toward her masculine if her higher self allows? She contacted her DM by mail as recommended from you in a reading you did back in April. She hasn't heard from him in the 3D and has felt very little from him in the 5D like she used to. Now, I do know that a lot of times when you can't feel your masculine in the 5D, either it's a good sign that you're just minding your own business and living your own life, Or it could be that spirit is protecting you from something that they're going through, and they don't want they don't want your vibe to be put off by whatever they're going through. So they're kind of protecting you, putting like a wall up between you guys. So it's not necessarily a bad sign if you don't feel them sometimes. So is it okay that I do a spread for her mom's DM toward her? Okay, thank you. Hema sheshin she laki itsanse. Hela umpombamaan. Okay. He's trying to manifest something right now. He's trying to go away from negative things in his life, and he's trying to get away from a lack mentality because it's really burdened him. He's trying to balance out so he can go forward unstoppably and do the things he really wants to do that he knows he has to overcome his ego to do. He's trying to figure out a way to start using some affirmations or just thinking more positively. He's trying to kind of use all kinds of different things to get in a more positive mindset so that he can let a burden down and apologize to you. He might have to get rid of somebody in his life and become single. Maybe he's seeing somebody. He probably has to get rid of some insecurities in order to be with you. He's felt undeserving of you, but he's also felt led by angels and divinely guided to be with you, and that you would be wish fulfillment for him. And he even dreams about going to the next level with you and how wonderful that would be. So he's making a judgment call to send you some kind of a message soon, like a text message or like just reaching out to you. Or this could even be like what I call a ping, like on his social media, putting up a meme that kind of relates to you or speaks to you somehow. But he's trying to manifest giving back to you, and he knows that you're heartbroken, and he's heartbroken over it too. So he's not happy with the situation, and he knows eventually he could have his dreams come true with you. So he feels prompted to take some action, some divinely inspired action, and to make a major decision that this type of a grounded, healthy, happy relationship can only be had with you if he makes some improvements to himself. Hema shishin taike ela sanse he put humaan. Ala shin she ela kiins. Ila ehe pena. Okay. I feel like I'm going through a major test of faith right now. I'm trying to stay positive, but it's hard. Feels like life is against me. So yeah, he's trying to change his attitude toward life. I know if I continue to ignore you, I could lose you. You'll hear from me from within a relatively short period of time. I want you just as much as you want me. Trust me. My limiting beliefs are evolving. I'm becoming more open-minded. If my beliefs were off-putting before, please don't assume that I think the same way now. Okay, so he's opening his mind to new possibilities and to new ways of being and to the possibility of actually being happy. Okay, so your second question, could you please do a true love check-in for me and for how my DM feels about me? I've had very little 3D contact, but major 5D contact, signs and synchronicities. Okay, major. Awesome. Okay, what's he really thinking and feeling about her, please? What's he really thinking and feeling about her right now, please? What's he really thinking and feeling about her right now, please? What's he really thinking and feeling about her right now, please? How you guys doing in the chat over there? Okay. He's breaking away from how funny. They have some similarities. Looks like you might have to break up with someone, and you might have to get out of a relationship, or he's healing from betrayal from before. So if he isn't with somebody, he's still trying to get over what happened with that person. He misses you like crazy, and he does want to make an offer. And I feel like he's totally focused on that happening, and he just knows he needs to send you some kind of a message. But he's going back and forth as to when to do it and when not to do it. He's a little bit nervous, and he wants to do it right. He's got to throw some insecurities away and just take a leap of faith. And he's planning to bring this together by acting out of integrity from a really mature standpoint and giving you the clarity that you deserve. Okay, so I don't care what others think of us. We're perfect for each other, and that's all that matters. Good for him. I'm going through somewhat of a financial crisis or restructuring right now and might have to change jobs or careers. I can see that. So he can give back to you. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, he wants to be like totally independently, like financially free, so he doesn't depend on you. I know you think your body isn't perfect, but it's heaven to me. I'm really depressed right now, going through a dark night of the soul. I miss you so much. My heart aches. I've got some overbearing, controlling people in my life. I'm afraid will try to control you too. So he's working on having boundaries. So it just looks like he's just going through massive change right now. He hates himself even. But for what he's done to you, I just heard. But he does plan to come back around. He may be taking care of a child matter. He thinks of having sex with you a lot. He could be very sick or somebody close to him is. I mean, he just looks like he's really going through it. He's really going through a test of faith big time. So let's give him a little help here. Hashe na taipei na canes. Sessa na hapo na I. That feels better. Hashishi na taike pim. I'm giving him like a vote of confidence. Like, you can do this. You'll be fine. Shai lucky tain tai he says, thank you so much. Halapo mama na tai tai. He thinks of you when he smells vanilla. And or cinnamon rolls. Okay, one more. 5118. So let's find out what your creature is. 5118 spirit. What's 5118? What kind of spirit animal or whatever is? Oh, a butterfly. Oh, nice. Okay, so 5118 gets a butterfly. Hi, Amy, my divine mass healing, and I fell in love about 22 years ago. We parted ways without knowing how much magic we each felt for each other until time went on. He reached out 2 years ago, but he's been married this whole time to a karmic. Can you please do a true love check-in on us? Thank you so much. All right, let's check this out. Okay, been 20 years. What's he thinking and feeling about her right now, please? What's he really thinking and feeling about her right now, please? What's he really thinking and feeling about her, please? I feel like I don't have enough space on my computer to go much longer, so I'm trying to hurry a little bit. I apologize. All right, what's he thinking and feeling about her right now, please? Need to delete some things off this computer for sure. Well, he wants to heal things with you and be vulnerable and authentic with you. He wants to give you clarity, start working with you instead of against you. He's trying to figure out a way for you guys to heal and to wrap up the chapter that you've been in. He may also have left somebody that he was having a thing with at work. He has learned about his insecurities and his fears and or addictions, and he is ready to like battle them. He wants to have a brand new start with you. He doesn't want to miss out on you. He will fight other people's opinions. He'll fight his own people pleasing. He's going through a major transformation, like getting his balls back, I feel. And he wants a whole new life to open up for you guys. Yeah, he's definitely having to break up with somebody right now for a new start with you and to heal things with you. He settled for that person and he knows that. And it's made him miss you like crazy. And it's made him realize just how much he loves you and wants to give back to you and have a happy family with you. He spies on you all the time, and it makes him really, really happy when he does, but it makes him miss you like crazy too. I'm afraid I'll let you down once you get to know me. I'm afraid I'll disappoint you. I have to overcome this and see you the way that you see me. I feel like you don't know who I am. I'm catfishing you. So he feels like you're in love with an illusion almost. I'm not talking to you because I tend to sabotage myself and I don't want to hurt you. I have to heal and learn to believe in myself. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I know you think your body isn't perfect, but it's perfect to me. I never stopped loving you and I never will. Don't underestimate the power of our love. Expect a miracle. I'm afraid you're seeing someone else. I don't want to reach out and get rejected. I'm so shy I shake when I think of reaching out to you. I don't care what others think. We're perfect for each other. So he's got a bit to do. He's got a bit to do. I feel like you're probably not going to hear from him for at least 5 weeks. But after that, I feel like he is going to get up the nerve or get up the gumption to actually make some kind of a. I feel like he's going to flirt with you. He's somehow going to flirt with you to try to feel you out and see where you're at and whether you're receptive or you kind of push him away. So you may want to just get ready for that interaction and just, drop into your heart space, do some forgiveness, whatever you can to really hear him when he comes forward, or be receptive if you want to. Okay, which it sounds like you probably do. Otherwise, you wouldn't have gotten that reading, right? Okay. So, no. What is it? Which one? Magdalene? Okay. Oh, I'm so scared to do this because I gotta hurry up. Purgatory. You got purgatory. I hope it'll still save the video, even if it turns off. Okay. The emotional ups and downs you're experiencing are part of a healing process. That which we no longer need is being transformed and released. That's him. This is him. Though it may not seem like it, this is a positive time for you or him. To help facilitate the healing process, make a list of anything that you feel no longer serves you. So it's basically saying that he's getting rid of anything bad in his life, so he can begin something new with you. He's doing a cleanup job on his life. All right, so let's do our general blessing. Go ahead and drop your shoulders, take a deep breath. As long as it's for everybody's highest good involved, this energy will be amplified. Ha she na antai. Ha poma ama ana taiken san se she la ai. Ho po ho ma ana chichenche. Ha la san se he la ke enta te upoma oma an. Ha la she he la. Hampamba hana te. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for those who are in the chat, engaging with me over there. I'm live in the chat every week. So if you want to order one of these next week, just go to my website, join my membership, and then click on services, go to Ask Amy Q&A, and you can ask your question there, and it'll be on next week's video. And pay attention to the dates in the description so you know what date you order and when your video will come out. And then just check out the timestamps underneath the video. All right, have a beautiful day and weekend, and I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.